Hello Gemini, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for June 2023. I wanted to take this time to say a very big thank you to my regular followers. Thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you so much for supporting me. This is going to be very soon a year that I've had my YouTube channel, and it feels wonderful to one, still be here, and two, watching it slowly grow and evolve. And I hope that you've enjoyed the journey as well. To those of you that are new, thank you so much. I hope you will like what you find here, and I hope you will like the video and subscribe if you feel called to. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Gemini. Now, I don't know if you saw this landing card. It actually landed on my candle. I was very lucky. These are quite waxy. They're really beautiful quality cards. So it didn't burn the back of the card, but it actually extinguished the flame. And it says landing. Gemini. You're landing in some hot water or some hot place or something, you know. There's landing right on the flame. You know, I've often felt a little bit nervous when I shuffle, and that's why sometimes I shuffle a bit further back, because I've always been scared that my cards do land on the candle. And this is the first time I think it's ever happened. So there's a sense of, okay, what are you landing in? And I feel like I really feel that flame had significant meaning, because I feel that there's this energy of being either guided or being in a place that fulfills you, being in a place that is really satisfying, I get, is really a place where your passions lie or your dreams lie, and this place of great energy, an energy that is specific to you. And look at that, Gemini, the sun's come out for your reading as well. So just, I feel like there's blessings coming for you, Gemini, if you're willing to see them. Now, look at these two cards. I feel like, you know, there's one kind of leads to the other, or there's this sense of, in both these cards, there's a portal, there's a door, there's an opening that Spirit wants you to acknowledge. Now that's interesting, because I was going to say that Spirit wants you to walk through, and I actually said that Spirit wants you to acknowledge. And there's this sense that I think it's here in two cards, and I feel that, you know, I feel, Gemini, you can see this opportunity, or this new, I feel like it's a new thing. Now, I don't know that you see it as an opportunity yet. I think you are drawn towards it, you feel a pull from it, but I don't think that you see it as a blessing, or, like I said earlier, an opportunity, or something that you even, somewhere, or something that you even want to go to or take. This sunset has a real energy of quiet contemplation. I feel a sense in this reading, Gemini, for you. There's this sense of this energy of sitting on the fence. It shows being unsure, but it also shows me that you haven't said no to it. Her back is to the opening. But she's sitting tight. The sunset, the card is called Sunset. It shows me the sunset comes at the end of the day. So it shows me that you're at the end of a journey. You're at the end of an awakening, the end of an understanding. And that's why you haven't walked away from this. I feel there's a sense in your reading, Gemini, that there's uncertainty. But it's not because you can't see what's on offer. I feel like it's because you've been burnt before. You're hesitant to take another chance. So that will apply, Gemini, to a specific area in your life, and what that area is will be different for all of you. So apply that where it resonates with you in your life. But there's this sense that you understand that bringing your past experience into this new opportunity is not really the right thing to do. So there's a sense here that there's fears, doubts, past experiences that you haven't quite let go of yet. And I feel that's quite interesting, because the water is going to wash that away, and then we go to the land and the wings. My gosh, these two cards just talk so much. And, you know, and I feel like here it can almost be like, you know, this is the sun's going down, but it's almost like here it's going up. So it's almost like this is the sunrise. This is gentle. This is gentle energy. You know, a sunset to me, it's at the end of the day. You know that you're going to be able to rest. The day's done. Sunrise is the complete opposite energy. It's awakening. There's going to be action and movement through the day. And I feel this sunset is you closing something off. And take your time. You've got patience. And I feel that is such a beautiful message from Spirit. Patience, my friends. Patience, Gemini. This is important. Coming to understand what limits we place on ourselves, what doubts we have, where we are fearful, and where our past baggage holds us back is super important. If we can't see those things, we can't let go of them. We can't let the tide take them out. I don't need to carry those anymore. They were specific times in my life that brought me to where I am now, to the growth and the understanding and the evolving that I have been through to be me now. Give yourself that time, Gemini. And there's a gentleness that comes with that card, a real gentleness, a real... Don't fight against this. Just allow it to be. This water, I'm seeing the waves coming in, it's just going to wash away. It's going to wash away everything that no longer serves you. So then when you go out, it's on you. The only thing you take with you is your wisdom. This is your overall energy. Sunset and landing. And then you've got the 4-week breakdown with the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. And then you have additional messages with patience and aging. Your overall energy really is, sometimes the energies work together and sometimes how they flow from one to another. And in your reading, Gemini, they flow from one to another. You have landing. Once you let go, once you release, you're given wings and you can fly. To something new. There's a new day dawning. There's a new world dawning. There's new opportunities dawning for you, Gemini. There's a lot of new out there for you. And I want you to really notice that these 2 figures couldn't look any more different. That's how much you have changed. It's like the caterpillar and the butterfly. Whew, you put them together, if you didn't understand how one transformed into the other, you would never guess that they were the same species, the same individual transformed. Can you imagine what it would have been like, the first person that saw a butterfly come out, saw a caterpillar go into a cocoon and then a butterfly come out of it? Talk about magic. You know, when there's no scientific understanding behind it, gosh, it's magic. This is how much you have transformed, how much you have changed. So these new opportunities, this new thing in front of you, don't look at it with the eyes of your old self. That's no longer accurate. This opportunity is not for this you, it's for this you. And this you needs to see that the old you did the best it could. And you need to be grateful. You need to say thank you. And let go of the mistakes. you wouldn't do the same thing that your old self did, because you gained wisdom in the choices that your old self made. The mistake would be to continue making choices based on your old self. You're going to see this transformation. You're going to see, I don't know if you bump into somebody from your past, because I'm really getting this sunset is something old. I don't know if somebody comes back into your life and they're just like, oh my gosh, you're not even the same person. And I think there is something. I'm seeing the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles signifies people around you. And I feel that it's somebody around you. Somebody might say to you, I don't recognize you anymore. You've changed so much. Or somebody from your past will be like, wow, you know, if you didn't kind of look the same, and I feel like some of you don't even look the same. Of course, you're going to have, you know, aspects of yourself that are the same and people can recognize you from your past, but it's going to be like, wow, I really could have walked past you and never guessed it was you. Maybe you recognize them and you say hello first and they just look at you and go, do I know you? That's to what point, Gemini, you've changed. You have changed so much. And there's this sense now of allowing your world, what you do, how you think, your values to evolve with you, to understand that what might have looked like an opportunity in the past is now nothing. And what would have looked just too out there and too big and too scary now is so achievable for you, so right up your alley for you. And to not allow these new things to come into your life will be a shame. Now, for some of you, so this is the 4-week breakdown, or how the energies are likely to play out. And I feel that for some of you, this could be relationships. So this can be a relationship that's evolving or changing. But it can also be the way you interact with people. And I feel for the majority of you, it's your interactions with others. You're different, so you bring something different to the table. You just are different. And there's this sense that the exchange of energy with others, the verbal exchanges, the exchange of ideas, the exchange of, it's going to be so much more fulfilling because it's so much more in alignment with who you've become, with who you are now. And there's this sense that suddenly people around you are going to have more impact. And it's not to say that you're going to be influenced by them, but you'll be able to see the gift, the clarity behind what they say. How what they say shows you things about yourself that have changed greatly. So things become more meaningful. Relationships become more fulfilling, and this can be romantic, this can be work, just the people around you, family, friends. But there's this deepening, and so it could be a deepening if you with the people that are already in your life, but it can be new people coming in that bring extra things to your life. an extra dimension, an extra understanding. And I feel the energy coming from this card is really beautiful. Real fulfillment in your connection with others. And I feel that then that brings change to your job, your calling, your purpose, your business. Whatever you do as work, or if you're no longer working, how you volunteer, or how you are of service, how you give back. You know, it's in our jobs, it's in what we do, that we are of service. And it doesn't have to be a paid job. And I feel that this changes because how we are of service in the world it's about connections with others. And so that changes and evolves again. And I feel it's almost like you deepen the service you offer to others because your connections are greater now. And it changes the way you work. It could change your job, or it can change the way you do your job. It changes the way you see yourself in your job. And I feel like there's this sense, because these people are looking up at you, there's this sense of people are listening. People are coming to you for your expertise. People are realizing your worth because you see your worth. When we stay stuck in how we used to be, that's a way that we don't show our belief in ourselves. That's a way we don't show ourselves love. That's a way we don't see our self-worth. But when we see who we are right now and make decisions from this place, we see our self-worth. We're ready for the new opportunities. We're ready to step up, because we see that we've grown and evolved. So we take that and we give more. And that's not to say we do more, but we have expanded. So there's more of ourselves to give. There's increased knowledge. Our service is probably greater because we have grown, we've changed, so we have more to give. And in week 3, I really feel this energy of looking at what once was. It's not going to be there anymore. This 5 of Cups, and disappointment, sadness over what could have been, regret over how it didn't work, that's very much in this sunset. Very much. And until now, I don't think you've been ready to heal that or to move past that. And Spirit with this sunset card is saying, that's all right, Gemini. We need our time to grieve. And you know, grief is not just linked to a loss of a person or an animal. Grief is linked to and you know, like jobs and homes and things like that. It's linked to everything. It's linked to a loss of a part of ourselves, a loss of a dream that we're moving on from, a place that we're moving on from, people that we're moving on from. And to think that we can just switch that and go, oh well, who cares? We're fine, I should be fine, it doesn't form part of the healing process. That's actually, you've just pushed it down, pushed it aside. I'm not going to look at it. It shouldn't be there. I shouldn't feel this way. But you know what, Gemini? You do, or you did. And you need to, in order to be able to move through it and heal it. And you understand that because with this Sunset card, there's this sense of your head's up, you're looking, you're understanding, you're in the process of letting it go. This energy doesn't hold you back anymore. And I really feel that this Five of Cups is here to really help you understand, Gemini, that nothing was wrong. The dream or the goal or the ambition or the relationship or the lifestyle or the job, it wasn't wrong. But you're no longer that person, and there's this sense of allow the letting go and the grief that's associated with that. Allow that. It is sad when things change and evolve, especially when we haven't achieved what we set out to do, because we've come to the realization that that's not the goal anymore. That's not the journey anymore for you, Gemini. And that understanding at the end of the month or the following energy, how it flows, enables you to move forward. And this is speed. The Eight of Wands denotes speed. And you move forward in leaps and bounds, and you don't even know how you did it, but you've embraced that you've got wings now. In embracing who you are now, not who you want to be in the future, not who you were in the past, but who you are right now, and realizing that as I am right now, I make different decisions to who I was in the past, and my future self will make different decisions to what I'm going to make now. And that's the process. That's the life journey. And realizing that moves you forward. Moves you forward, Gemini. I'm just seeing the wands are so straight. That's not to say there won't be hiccups along the way, but I just feel like the path is just boom. There's clarity, there's understanding, there's direction. And I'm really feeling like your patience has paid off, my friends. The card says, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. This card, Gemini, that's your Sunset to your Eight of Wands. She's allowing these emotions to wash over her. She's taking it all in. She's not judging, she's just allowing. They wash through her, and she'll realize that doesn't serve me anymore. I'm going to let that just wash straight through me. I'm often being called sometimes with these cards to say, look, this is super important in your reading. So Gemini, take a snapshot of this if you feel called to, and you can just read it often every morning this month. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust. Every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Patience. And the final message for your reading, Gemini, is aging. And it says, I am one with unlimited love, beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel from the divine Shakti. So Shakti is divine energy. Often can be associated with feminine divine energy. So feminine energy of receiving, being receptive. I feel this aging card. So for some of you, this I feel that it could be very literal. So I feel like you might think, I'm too old to start again. I'm too old to start a new path. I'm past it. A spirit saying, Gemini, you are not at all. And I feel for the rest, I feel the aging is a symbol of time. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get somewhere. It doesn't matter, Gemini. There are no restrictions of age. And of age, I mean of how many ages it has taken you to get to where you are now. Our journeys are so different. Our realizations are so different. Somebody can gain self-worth coming out of childhood, and it's just something that they hold with them. Other people, it can take them their whole life to learn that. And then there'll be other things where it's vice versa. And the understanding of this really brings so much love, compassion, and kindness into our world. Because what might take you a year to learn might take somebody 20. What may make you take 10 years to learn, somebody's learnt it in a month. That's our individual selves. And understanding that, seeing that, enables us to have compassion first and foremost for ourselves and for those around us. And I think that's also the part that this plays with these connections with others. I feel your connections with others, Gemini, it's going to play a big part in your life. And I feel like it's because you've changed so much. So there's an aspect of you that might be more patient and giving and kind to others. I'm not saying that you weren't in the past, but there's almost like another level of wisdom and understanding in you that helps you bring more compassion to others. It makes your exchanges with others different. And the word kinder, I think you're being kinder to yourself. I think your grief has taught you a lot, and the letting go of it has taught you even more. Beautiful, beautiful energies, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful reading, my friends. I'm sending you so much light, love, and blessings. Have a wonderful month. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.